Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time in the channel, I do tutorials basically for beginners on how to paint and things like that. And it all started out with mostly with 3D print painting. People were asking me in different sites that I'm on for 3D printing, how I do my paintings and things like that. So I figured I'd do a video, but full disclosure, I'm just a beginner myself. Only been doing it for 3 years, more or less. And but I guess I'm doing okay because people keep on asking me how I do certain things and things like that. So I figure I'd do some tutorials, and so far I got pretty good feedback from a lot of people. And I'm trying to do better every time I do a video. I just upgraded my camera, so hopefully I'll be able to bring you some better quality videos from now on. So I started off doing 3D printing, but I also got into garage kits. And what I just received now, just recently, is this kit. It's from the movie The Thing, and it's Bennings. And it comes with a cool collector card. There's some information from Bennings himself, his job title and things like that, his blood type, and it's really cool. Cool little gift that Paul Gill and Gillmans Garage sends along with the kit. So I wanted to share this with you because I think this is a beautiful kit. I already have an idea how I want to do this. This might be one of the next videos that I'll be doing on the channel on how to paint. And it's produced by Gillmans Garage, and it's available to his site. I'm going to put a link down below for you guys. It is sculpted by Jeff Yagher. It's a beautiful sculpt, and I believe the base was sculpted by Mr. Mark Van Tine. You can check with Paul Gill on that. I'm sorry that I don't have the correct information, but I want to make sure that I give him credit if he did, because Mark in himself, he's a great sculptor too. So, and the kit comes in 4 pieces. Okay, get the 2 hands. Okay, one goes on each side. These are really cool. I'm afraid to put them on and then fall off and then break one. Just look, they look very delicate, and I don't want to mess one up. This is resin cast. It's not 3D printed, guys. So Jeff Yagher sculpted this by hand. Okay, this is not a digital sculpt. So I'm going to show you a little bit more details. Okay, here's his other hand. It's so cool. The base is phenomenal too. But I want to show you the detail on Bennings. And the stitching in his jacket. Right there. The inside of that jacket. The zippers. Very little cleanup. Great casting by Paul, by the way. Very little cleanup. Paul did a little bit cleanup before he shipped it out. He does that with all his kids. It's just like anything else, though. I try to explain this to the guys that 3D print. You got to clean up your kit. The supports and all that stuff like that. And the same thing goes for these things. They'll have mold lines and things like that from the mold that they do, and you might have some. But the way these guys are learning how to cast these things nowadays, very little cleanup that you have to do. Especially if you get somebody like Paul that casts his kits amazingly. There's quite a few of those guys out there that are doing great jobs nowadays and casting these kits. And look at this. Look at all the detail on that. And just capturing that face, that moment when, he's caught outside in the snow. Look at that. Now, guys, this is part of a series. There's more coming out. More characters from the movies coming out. MacReady was already released, and it was released in the Yagher Army, and it was an exclusive for the Yagher Army only. Now, if you want MacReady, I think there's still room for another run on it. I'm not sure. You're going to have to talk with Paul about that. He was thinking about doing another run. I don't know how much room he has left on that list, and I don't know how long that list is going to be. Okay, now I know he's still casting McCready for the first run, and I'll show you because I got one. I already painted him, and I'm going to show you in a minute. I just want you guys to take a look at this first, because this is phenomenal casting on this thing, and Jeff just did an amazing job, and I love the base with the oil tanks and the jerry cans and all the other stuff around it. I mean, it's just awesome, awesome casting. Beautiful job. This was a beautiful job done by those guys. I mean, just take a quick look around. Look at all the stitching. Just the stitching in the jacket alone, I'm just fascinated by it. He was able to capture that. And everything, the zipper. It's beautiful. Beautiful sculpt. Alright. So, this is, I had to prime him a little because I did a little on a Facebook group that I'm in. We do a live chat on Friday nights. And these guys were asking me about, you know, I use pastels for shading and stuff like that. Oh, sorry about that. I get too close to the camera and that's what happens. Anyway, the guys in the group that I'm in, they were asking me about how I use pastels and stuff like that. Because I use pastels for shading and other things, and so I did a little demo, and this kit was available, right? I had it right outside. I was cleaning it up a little bit, getting it ready for priming, and so I did a little demo on pastels, and I had to prime the face, so I had to recover them, but I still have to clean up the base and things like that. So just do some little cleanups. Not much at all, because just the way Paul casted this thing it's just amazing. He did a really nice job. Same thing with the hands. These hands, man, they look very delicate. I don't know how they did it. They cast it. This is not 3D printed. This is casted. I don't know how he did it, just to get all that little details, and you know, it's got to be hard to do this, but it's amazing. I love it. Great job. So like I was saying, this is going to be part of a series, okay? And it's going to be, I'm not sure what the next one is. Well, I do have an idea, but I don't want to spoil it. You guys are going to have to go to Gillmans Garage and, you know, join up and see what's coming out. But if you're interested in this, hit Paul up in Gillmans Garage. I'll put links down and everything, and you can order one. And as far as McCready goes, you're going to have to ask him if it's still available, if you could get on the list, but you're going to have to become part of the Yagher Army. Okay, so let me get this out of the way real quick. Let me give you a 4-piece set. Again, just make sure I stay in focus here. It's a beautiful kit. It's big and it's solid. Okay. So if you want McCready, you're going to have to become part of the Yagher Army. Once you join the Yagher Army Facebook group, you can hit up one of the admins for a card. Now you're going to get a card. I think it's $15 to become a member. But what it does, it gives you access to the all exclusive kits that they have. Okay? And you're going to get your information in the back with your member number. I'll just cover it up. It looks something like that. Okay? And you'll be having access to their exclusives. Okay? If you join the Yagher Army. Alright? A lot of cool stuff in there, guys. If you're interested in monsters and things like that, this is one of the best sites to go try to get them. Alright, so join the Yagher Army. And once you join the Yagher Army, you can get in the list, if he still has it available, for McCready. And this is him. Okay. I got him a little while ago. Painted him up. Okay. Beautiful kit. It was a lot of fun to paint. Alright. A lot of fun to paint. And if you talk to Paul, you might still have them available for ordering. I'm not 100% sure. If you talk to Paul, you know, he might put you on the list for the next run or whatever. Alright? So that's it for this one. I just wanted to share that with you, give you a quick review on it. I think it's a beautiful kit, beautiful series coming out. I love the movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all times. And as far as like horror sci-fi, it's one of the best. And if you're interested, hit those guys up. I'll leave links down below. You know, if you're a 3D print guy, don't be scared to try one of these, because it's just the same thing. You're gonna paint them the same way. Like I said before, give these things a try. And the same thing goes for. And this is what I'm trying to do with the channel. As I'm trying to bring in, you know, both parties, you know, together and let them know that there's the hobby's changing. Everybody knows that. And you know, there's a lot of hybrid stuff out there too, where, you know, some stuff is, you know, casted in with 3D printed elements and stuff like that. And you're going to start seeing a lot of that more come out soon, I think, because you're starting to see it already. And I love doing both. I really enjoy doing both of them. You know, there's differences, of course. One is digitally designed and printed in 3D, and the other one is hand sculpted and then casted in resin. But you know, there's beauty in both of them, I think. And you know, just to do this by hand and get this kind of detail and everything, it's amazing to me. And this is a work of art to me. You know, just the casting alone and you know, sculpting it, and you know, just, and the price, if you think about it, it's really not that much different. You know, if you're going to try to print something like this, I'm not a great printer. It's going to cost me just about the same, because I know I'm going to have a ton of fails. So, you know, I'm not a great printing kind of guy. But, you know, it's really, if you think about it, it's not a whole lot different. If you, like, let's say you have somebody print it for you, and then, you know, you pay for it, you're going to be paying about the same amount of money, almost. So I suggest that take a look at it, look into it, see what you think, you know, and give it a try. But this is a beautiful kit. All right, both of them are, and the ones that are coming out is, for what I know. I've seen pictures of the next one that he's thinking about doing, and I think is going to be great. And you guys really should try it. He's got a bunch of lines of different things out there. Sorry about that. He's got a bunch of lines of different stuff. He's got a Blade Runner line that I'm going to review too, because I'm going to need to start painting those, because those are about 8 to 9 kits or something like that from that line, and that he has available. And there's other stuff out there. You know, there's Universal Monsters and Hammer line and a bunch of other stuff that you guys should take a look at. And he's not the only producer. There's other producers out there. They're part of the Yagher Army, like Typhon Studios, Peston's Labs, Shadow Creations, and things like that. And you're going to see a lot of kits from those guys, you know, that are available. So take a look at all of them, you know, and check them out. And if you want McCready, you're going to have to be part of the Yagher Army. So check it out, join if you want them. Okay, and that is it for this one. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a little quick review. Just wanted to share that with you guys, because I think this is a beautiful kit, just on his own. You should get Bennings. Bennings is not limited. Bennings will be available. Just hit up Paul. I'll leave the link down below for him, and I'll leave the link down below for also for the Yagher Army. And check those guys out. All right. And give it a try. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you next time.